Hey there everyone, I'm Dresden, and welcome back to another episode of Downhill Madness. This is one of our two New Year's episodes, the next being uploaded on New Year's Eve. This is... we're running the 3 top vehicles for the series. So, we have here, first place for the entire series, the Dodge Ram TRX. Second place is this trophy truck. I don't remember what it's called. TT1 of the something, the Dune Kicker TT1 Unlimited, and the Vertex NA2 Christmas Edition is in third place overall somehow. I don't know how it happened, but the time was fast. I watched over the footage multiple times. It is correct. We drove that pretty hard, and then we have a Challenger. This is the Abishu, or the Piccolina. Yes. I don't remember which version. I haven't quite written it down. But we're going to do this 3 times to challenge it. So each one of these cars is going to get 1 attempt. It's not going to affect the current time we have set for the vehicles at all. It's just 1 more attempt of each. Faster or slower, doesn't matter. I'm not even going to have a timer on the screen for you guys. And then 3 attempts with this to see what place this gets, because I feel like this can challenge what we have up here now. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Alright, so here's our first place car, the Dodge Ram TRX. Let's go ahead and give it an attempt here. See how it does. Again, we're not timing it. It won't affect the times whatsoever. Simply just driving it down the hill again. Actually, yeah, we will time it. You know what? Let's time it. There will be a timer on the screen. If the timer's better, it will affect its score. I feel like this will still probably end up in first place. They are only getting 1 attempt. No timing. You know what? No timing. I've decided. I said it earlier. I'm going to keep it that way. Times are set at the first attempt. It's not going to get another attempt. This is just to have some more fun with the top 3 finishers on this course. I'm really intrigued on how the Vertex got 3rd place. Like, when I saw that, I was genuinely impressed. That's probably, I don't think, the most recent video on the channel of Downhill Madness. I think it's the 2nd most recent, if you want to go see its run. But I was genuinely impressed with the place that got. Like, that's insane. We hit that rear wheel pretty hard there. That's not good. But 3rd place with a pretty good time as well, which makes sense because it's in 3rd place out of like 43 cars or something at this point. Like, that's pretty insane for a Gavril Vertex. And there's 98 different versions of the Vertex. So that's not the last time you guys will see the Vertex at all whatsoever. That's just crazy that it got that high of a time. Like, absolutely insane. I think if we were timing this run, this would be a really good time. Like, I'm almost tempted to see what time it is. I know you guys won't though, so I probably won't check. But this would probably be a better time than the time it has currently. And I'm sure if in the future we decide to run the Dodge Ram Mammoth 1000, which is this exact vehicle, but with 1,000 horsepower, it will probably also be a pretty quick time. But we shall see. For now, though, this is... I can see why this is one of the best times we have. It's really quite capable and quite fast. Even with a completely bent, out of shape rear axle. Just super capable. Super good at what it's built for. Which I guess makes sense that it would be good at what it's built for, but you know. Yep. Alright. Well, we made it to the bottom, pretty much. This would not be a valid time, I guess, if it was actually running an attempt. Let's see if it will drive up the hill. That was a pretty hard hit, though. No. What if we... Ooh, we're running out of oil. What if we do that? Nope, I think our rear drive shaft broke at that hit. Alright, we're going to turn it off because it's very loud. Stop. There you go. I got confused. Oh, I turned it back on. Alright. Well, anyway, guys. On to the next vehicle. I can see why this got first place because it's quite fast. On to the next one. Let's see if we can figure out why it got second place. I think we will. Welcome back. The SP Dune Kicker TT1 Unlimited. Bigger than the Dodge Ram. Much heavier than the Dodge Ram. Almost twice as heavy, I do believe. This weighs about 6,000 pounds. Very powerful. More powerful than the Ram. More built for this. However, I can see I would have a harder time driving it because it's rear-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure. And I think the Ram also might have been rear-wheel drive. I feel like it was all-wheel drive, though. But I feel like the amount of power going to the rear wheels on this just makes it get loose. So I see why it wouldn't get first place. Yep, there it is. It's kind of just a little celebratory donut for being back. But welcome it back, indeed. Not what it's built for. This is built for sand dunes on the Johnson Valley map, which we might have a video on in the future. I don't know. Yikes. That was rough. It's okay. Oh. Well, something about flooring it just shattered the rear drive axle. That was a short-lived attempt for this. But that's where we're going to leave it for this vehicle. Definitely short-lived, but that rear drive shaft just shattered when I hit the gas. So, I don't know. Anyway. Yep. Without even testing it, I can see why this got second place. I feel like it should have gotten first place if I was better at driving it. But it didn't. Alright, let's see why the next vehicle got third place. I honestly don't know why. It beat the TrackFab Apache, which is like built for this sort of terrain. More built for it than this, I would say. But let's find out. Welcome back, the Gavril Vertex NA2 Christmas Edition. I don't exactly understand why it did so well. We're going to open the trunk for this run, though. I don't fully, because these presents are all like their own thing, and they move, and it's going to be fun throwing presents everywhere. I don't fully understand why it's in third place, but I am genuinely impressed by it getting a third place time, because it shouldn't have compared to the big off-road vehicle that was in third place before this ran. Okay, well, we lost all the presents, so I guess we can close the trunk now. That was long-lived. Alright, let's see why this got third place. I think the main reason is probably that it's all-wheel drive, and I definitely hammered this thing. Like, I know the Vertex can take a beating, and I definitely gave it one. Definitely dealt out what it can take, because just driving this thing is like driving a brick. Speaking of a brick, induction system's been damaged. A brick can do that, so that's why that sentence made sense. Yeah, it's not even like a rally car. I don't know. It's on street tires. It's got some fancy rims. It's all Christmassy for our Christmas special. I don't know, man. But it did well, and so we're going to continue to do it. Because it's in third place somehow. It's a shame it's not in first place. I would love this to have beat the giant trophy truck we ran the episode before. And the TRX. And I am... Oof. Oh, rear drive shaft is broken. Oil pan is busted. It is all-wheel drive, though, because it's still got front-wheel drive. I am hoping we get a new first-place vehicle at some point. Not only because I'm tired of the Dodge Ram being the background of all the leaderboard pages, but also I'm tired of the Dodge Ram being the background. And I just want something to do pretty well. Like, I mean, I'm going to start, I think, for the first attempt of any given vehicle. Also, we just lost our rear left wheel. I think I'm going to, for the first attempt, kind of just really hammer it. Second and third attempt, I'll be a little more careful. But if we make it on the third attempt while I'm just flooring it, we should get a really good time. And we have 2 more attempts after that first attempt if we are really worried about it not making it to the bottom. Then we can, you know, give it some time. Also, I'm really angry. I don't know how it happened, folks, but there is a crack in my computer screen. I don't hit it. I don't throw things at it. I really don't understand how it happened. Unless it was like I was playing VR. I know I've punched my computer screen with my Rift controllers before, but I just noticed the crack, and I haven't played VR for months, so I don't know what I did. Best guess in the comments gets pinned, and probably the only guess, because there's probably only one person that guesses, because even though I get like 47, 48, somewhere around 50 views-ish for most of these videos, yeah, it's not really like people interact with my channel after that. If you've watched to here, leave a comment, please, and have a happy new year. This isn't the last video. Of course, last New Year's video will be on New Year's, and you're gonna like it, because in this video we're running the best vehicles. In the next video we are running the worst vehicles on New Year's, and I think that's another 2 in a row, because I think New Year's Eve is on, I think, a Saturday, and we'll have another Downhill Madness on Monday. It'll be another randomized one, so with the random part thing. So be sure to stay tuned for that. This thing made it down with no rear drive shaft and 3 wheels. And it's the only one so far this episode that's made it to the bottom. How crazy is that? That's kind of awesome, actually. I love that this is so surprising with how capable it is compared to the rest of the vehicles. Speaking of which, engine just died, so that's nice. Let's do accessories only. Please turn off. Okay, or don't turn off. Alright, anyway. Well, our engine block literally just melted, is what it said, so that's probably good. Get off of here. Yeah. According to the game, our engine block melted. I've never seen an engine say block melted before. Stop, please. I want to look at the melted engine. How are you still attached? Get off. Sorry, this is really long-winded. It doesn't look melted. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Alright. On to the third, or the, I guess, last vehicle for this episode. The only one we're actually testing in this episode. I want to see if it can get at least top 10. Hopefully top 3 is what we're trying for. Let's find out. Here it is, folks. The Autobello Piccolina Baja Spec Class 5. There are multiple versions of the Piccolina that have been added. This is the first version of the Piccolina I've ever run. Trust me, we'll get through more. But we're going to go ahead and run this and see if it can do well. Now, this isn't the most crazy one. The most crazy one is actually powered by an SBR4 engine, which is a supercar in this game. Twin turbocharged SBR4 engine. But I decided not to run that one today. I wanted to resemble a Piccolina. So we chose this one because it's got the Piccolina body still. And it is one of the new vehicles added in update 0.27. I have an actual video of 4 of the brand new vehicles added in update 0.27 being run down this Stairway Mountain course. However, this is one I didn't run because it's technically not a brand new vehicle. It's a modification to the Piccolina. They also modified the Jeep in the game, the Yabisu Hopper. Put some big old wheels on that thing too, which we will run at some point in the future, I'm sure. We still haven't run a normal hopper though, so we'll find out. But anyway, yeah, so this is pretty good. I don't think it's going super fast. I know I should be like flooring it, and I am, but this is more of a Baja like mudding buggy and less of a rally course. And it's not the most extreme version of this vehicle that's out there. That lost us a good bit of time, but it didn't lose us our car, so we were okay. Though over rev risk is bad, so is the fact that we busted our radiator. That's okay though, we'll survive. Big jump, yeah, don't roll please. That's the scariest jump right there, is because we always roll over. And this is fairly top heavy, so not exactly the best for this. But it is doing pretty well. It's carrying 76 miles an hour down there, I think is the quickest we hit, which is pretty dang good. This would be a good time if we didn't roll over. Still might be a pretty good time, because I'm being a little more generous on the throttle. But I guess that also gets caused, what just happened there, by being more generous on the throttle. However, we're still carrying on. It's a pretty resilient little thing, so that's good. Look at how big those rear cross members are on the back. The suspension cross members. That's insane. Those things are humongous. I'll point those out if we get to the bottom on this attempt. I'm sure if we don't get to the bottom of this attempt, I will forget by the next attempt. So, don't expect me to point them out. But, this is a pretty good feeling vehicle. Definitely feels really good. Oh. Shift, please. Thank you. I understand that I am driving in a automatic gearbox, but I don't need you to do that to me. Gearbox. Alright. Well, that was pretty bad attempt. We did make it. We are going to give it a second attempt, mainly because I want this video to be a little longer. But also, I feel like we can do a lot better than what we did. Also, that last roll thing was not necessary and also kind of rough. We did get a time though. Please stop rolling. Thank you. We did get a time. Look at how thick the suspension cross member is. That big metal piece there. Whew. That's absurd. But yes, we are going to give it another attempt. This attempt went pretty rough. Let's do one more. Also, I think it's broken now. Yes, it is. All right. One more attempt. If it makes it or not, doesn't matter. We're taking it. Either this attempt or the next one. But let's find out. Alright, attempt number 2 for this Autobello Piccolina. Autobello Piccolina. Italian. It's a little Italian thing. We're gonna still hammer it. We did make it on the last attempt. If we need to use that time, we will. This is just to try and improve on said time. Let's try to not roll over, at least roll over less. And not over rev our engine, because for some reason I feel like this is a sequential gearbox that I'm driving in automatic, and so it's struggling because it's not tuned for it. But I don't know, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Let's try to get a better time than the last one. That's all this attempt is for. Not there again. Okay. We didn't roll over there. We almost did. I kind of had to hit the brakes there, as you saw. But we didn't roll over. That's all that matters. We just got to be kind of careful over the turns, especially steep ones like this. With a steep apex, we got to be a little careful on those. But I think this will be a better attempt. So far, it feels like it should be. Uh-oh, rock. Okay. Skid plate helped also our engines in the rear, and I forgot about that, so I don't even know if there's a skid plate that helped. It's just a rear engine vehicle. But that's okay, because we made it over that rock pretty well. Alright, that's not good. Oh, wait, wheels back. Never mind, I lied. It's kind of okay, actually. Let's get back on the path, please. Yeah, our wheel bent in a bad angle and then just came back. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. But it did worry me for a bit. Then I realized it was actually kind of okay. Ooh. Alright. Cool. We made it. No worries, no problems, and perfection. Yes, very nice to drive. Very nice indeed. Anyway, yeah, I think this will be a better time if we do make it to the bottom on this run. Of course, we still have 3 turns to mess up. Oh, and an over-revving engine with a gearbox that's not made for what it's going through. Put those together and you get the Alta Bella Piccolina Baja Class 5 or whatever it is. Baja something Class 5. Buggy Class 5 maybe? I don't know. This is the bad corner that I'm bad at taking, and we took it perfectly fine with no issues. Cool. I don't know if this is actually a faster attempt than the last one. It kind of feels slower, but that could just be because the vehicle feels really slow. Also, it has very skinny wheels, which is interesting. And maybe it's easier to do something with skinny wheels. I don't know. Not plow down as many crops in a field or something. That's usually what skinny wheels and farms are for. Anyway, we did make it pretty well, you know, all things considered. We look fine. That rock hit the front skid plate pretty hard. It feels okay still. We did roll over. We did bend an axle. The axle snapped back into place, so we're fine. Can we climb this rock? Real test. Not particularly. Oh no, we broke our light bar. And we starved our engine of oil. Alright. Anyway. This is the only vehicle we have a time for, but still, even though this is the only vehicle that got a time in this video, let's head on to the leaderboard and see if it did in fact make top 10, because I feel like, I don't know, I really wanted it to make top 10. Let's see if it actually did. Also, yes, I just drove it into the water and our brakes are smoking because they are very hot. Alright, now onto the leaderboard for this episode. So, we didn't quite even break top 10, but in 16th place, which still isn't bad, because, you know, 16 out of 47 isn't actually that bad. But in 16th place overall, we have the Piccolina Baja Spec Class 5, with a time of 3 minutes, 17.7 seconds. I didn't actually, well, I looked at the time for the Dodge Ram TRX. It still would have been in first place with the time that we got on it. And we got about a 2:49. Its time right now is a 2:45. Still would have been in first place. Didn't look at the times for the other two. I imagine they wouldn't because they didn't really make it that far down the hill. But that's okay. Alright, back to the end of the video. Alright, and after seeing whatever time it got, I don't know, I haven't edited the video, so I don't know yet. We're going to go ahead and toss this down the stairway mountain. Finish off the video. I hope you enjoyed. Happy New Year's part 1. Next Happy New Year's will be in a week on New Year's Eve. So you can watch it with your family and enjoy the mayhem that is Downhill Madness. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, this has been Dresden, testing out the top 3 vehicles we've run down this course, back on the course again for round number 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I thought that was a clever idea. Thanks to Aiden, my buddy Aiden. I have videos with him, XX Phase Blocks, XX5. He doesn't play anymore. However, we're still buddies, you know, in real life, as you should be with your friends, not just video game friends. Anyway, sorry if that offended anyone. So yeah. Glad you recommended this. Thank you. Until next time, this has been Dresden, and goodbye. Also, this thing looks like it might have suicide doors, which is cool. Alright, goodbye.